Welcome to your third episode of Off the Rells. I'll be your host tonight. You know who it is. Cowboy Rell in the building. It's just us again. I'm trying to crank these out as I see fit. So this episode, I'm going to talk about one of my passions. Because today is the anniversary of something. You ever remember everybody has, trigger moments where it's just things trigger you to remind you of a place, a negative moment, a thing, someone, or something. Today is a trigger moment for me. As I sit here with it, January 11th, 2022. 7 years ago, Dez Bryant caught the ball in Lambeau Field. And one of the biggest, I call it the Lufthansa heist. If anybody here ever seen Goodfellas, I call it the Lufthansa heist. One of the biggest robberies in sports history when Dez Bryant caught the football and Goodell stepped in. Not only was Tony Romo the MVP that year and he outplayed Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field, which Aaron Rodgers would go on to follow it next week to lose to Seattle, and Seattle will lose to the Patriots that year in the Super Bowl. But I digress. That was supposed to be Tony Romo's championship. Tony Romo never won a fucking championship because Roger Goodell stepped in. But I digress. So, that being said, today is a trigger day for me. But the playoffs are upon us. The NFL playoffs. It's my favorite time of the year. And I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why the Dallas Cowboys, in the words of Charles Barkley, I guarantee the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. And I'm going to tell you why. You can call me a homer. You can say whatever you want to say about me. You can get in my DMs. It's not going to be the fucking Rams. It's not going to be Mahomes. The Colts didn't even make the playoffs. Can't fuck your team. The Bills, they're not that good. But I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Number 1. I think we are probably the most balanced team in the league. I don't think you can point at look at Green Bay's roster. Green Bay gave up 34 points to Tyler Huntley. Green Bay's roster defense has also been depleted. Yeah, they're getting healthier, and yeah, they have a bye. But at the same time, I don't believe that this team is clicking at the right time. Not to say the Cowboys are, because we had a bullshit-ass loss to Arizona. But I think when it comes to the playoff time, I never thought Tampa Bay, last year, I picked the Bucs last year to win the Super Bowl, and I never thought Tampa Bay was always had the most talent because I think Green Bay had more talent than them. I think Tampa Bay was just the best balance at this time of the year, and I think this time of the year, the best balanced team is going to win. The team who can rely on one side of the ball if need be, when it comes in that time. People talk shit about our offense. Our offense has been inconsistent, but at the same time, you have to have now a defense to lean on. And we got a Micah, we got a Diggs, we got a Law. We got dogs on the side of the ball that we've never had before in Dallas. Never had, not even since the DeMarcus Ware days. Not since I've been a Cowboy fan since 1995 have we had any fucking this amount much of talent on one side of the ball. Number 2, I just think it's Dak Prescott's time. I just think it's time. I just think that he's been through a lot with the broken ankle, the suicide of his brother, the unfortunate events, the struggle with, getting paid, and even the struggle this year. I just think it's Dakota Rain Prescott's time. I just think it's time. I just think that it's just, there comes a crescendo of everybody's moment where it's like he's now here amongst the elites. And Dak Prescott had 37 touchdowns to 10 interceptions this year. He threw less touchdowns than Tom Brady, but also he had less picks than Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. And he has less yards from him, but he had a higher QB rating, higher QB rating than Patrick Mahomes did this year. So I think that it's just Dak's time, even though he struggled this year. I think the team is in the right position to lead forward right now and go to the Super Bowl. And I think that number 4, he beat the he's like 2-1 in the playoffs. Yeah, he's 2-1 in the playoffs. So I think it's this time. Dak's not a choker in the playoffs. Dakota Rain Prescott will show up next week and he will beat the 49ers. Like I said, let me go back to my guarantee about this whole rant is that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Book it. Or I'm not booking tickets to LA. I'm just telling you right now. And lastly, the number 3 and final reason I think the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl is I just think it's time that Gerald Wayne Jones, the greatest owner in sports, I think it's time that he just gets his due. He needs one more. He's done a lot for the NFL. He's done a lot for the Cowboys. He fucking deserves another Super Bowl. And it's time. And I just think that this year, everything has lined up in ways I haven't seen it line up before. Not even with the Romo years. It's just, I just think that ultimately this is the most complete Dallas Cowboy team, I would say, since the 90s. I truly believe that. Even the 13-3 team back in 2006 with Terrell Owens, and when he dropped, we went 13-3, and that defense was Terrence Newman was on that fucking defense. All right, so that area I digress. Anyways, wild card weekend is upon us this weekend, so I just decided I want to give y'all why you guys should go to the books right now and put all your money on the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And this weekend, since I'm here, we're going to put this out before wild card weekend. Let me give you my picks this weekend for the spread. I'm going to go Raiders plus 5.5. They're riding hot right now. Derek Carr's playing out of his mind. They're going into Cincinnati. I really like the Raiders plus 5.5. But if you're going to have to, but here's the thing, though, tease it. I mean, not tease it, buy a half a point. Buy it up to 6 points. Don't play with that 5.5. And then I'm going to go with Buffalo. Minus 4.5. Minus four, not minus 4.5. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo -4, Raiders plus 5.5. Then I'm gonna go with Eagles plus 8.5. I actually like that spread. I don't think the Tampa Bay is playing that great right now. I actually think Jalen Hurts is playing well. I think they can cover that 8.5. Once again, buy another half a point up to 9. Also this weekend, Chiefs 13.5. Run anything Chiefs versus Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger shouldn't even be in the fucking playoffs. Cowboys -3 is a lock. Cowboys -3 is a lock. And Los Angeles Rams -4. Those are the games. Those are all the games this weekend. So let me know what y'all think. I got the Cowboys and I got the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year with Dak Prescott bringing home his first Super Bowl ring. Let me know who y'all think going be in the Super Bowl this year. Let me know about y'all picks. Raiders plus 5.5. This is episode number 3 of Off the Rell. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm getting more better at it, get more involved. I'm taking care of a lot of projects, it's doing a lot of things right now. So I'm getting this content to you as I can. So, but I really appreciate anybody who does listen to this and gives the time to give your boy a chance. And lastly, you know what this. How about them Cowboys?